I'd let everybody down. There wasn't anybody around, and it was a bleak, dismal, gray day, drizzly, late November, cold, windy, and my world around me looked exactly like my insides felt. And one picked up a quart of whiskey and started walking and drinking. Nowhere, particular in mind. And I started walking towards the river, 3-4 block walk, and was drinking pretty heavily, drinking pretty fast. And it started hitting me, and I started walking across the bridge, and the idea, hit. This is the solution. Jump off the bridge. This is the answer. There's freedom. I don't have to deal with Dad. I don't have to explain to anybody. And I can die, and I can be at peace. I don't have to experience this pain, this I don't fit feeling anymore. And I walked across the bridge to the far side, drinking, and finished the bottle of booze and threw it over the side, and watched it fall and hit the water and disappear. And I climbed up on the handrail and got over on the other side and looked back, and no one was around, and I stepped off. And I started falling and looking down and leaning forward as I fell, and I hit the water and went out cold. I'd failed in killing myself, and if I got caught, I didn't even know what would happen. Whether the police would take me away, or I'd be taken to some hospital, or I had this idea that I'd get thrown in jail.
Did you want to talk about it with somebody?
It seemed like that was what I should do. But who do I talk to? If I talk to a doctor, he's gonna lock me up. If I talk to my friends, they're gonna think I'm crazy. Sane people don't do that. Sane people don't kill themselves or try. As a kid, growing up with alcoholic parents, and living in a small town where image means something, projecting the good Midwestern Lutheran upstanding citizen type of image, I learned to portray, and I became kind of a chameleon. And I found that alcohol early in life removed discomfort, took away pain.
And do you get into suicidal states of mind now?
When I'm coming home and there's no one here, or if I don't have any plans, and I'm not into being with myself, and I say, where the hell are the people in my life? And I get depressed and sad. A lot of loneliness and a lot of emptiness, coming back to an empty apartment. What's to do late evening in a small town? If my job is not going well, one of the first thoughts I have is, hell with it.
Hell with it?
Yeah. What the hell's the use? I think I'm going to be in therapy the rest of my life, from time to time. And I get real angry when I think of that. I'd like to be able to just resolve all these issues that are reoccurrent in me, and live happily ever after and never have to go down the yellow brick road.